Hello and welcome to the unofficial Boziger Senior Hockey League podcast. My name is Corey and I'm joined by my co-host Corey.
Good day, everybody.
We split up last night. You went to Shippagan. I had some plans early this morning, so I couldn't make the trip. I stayed home. I watched your stream. Phenomenal quality. You did a great job.
Thank you.
So thank you for that. I appreciated being able to watch it from my couch on a big screen and then from my iPad in bed. It was good. It was a good game. Really good game.
A really good game. I enjoy doing the streams. I know you don't believe me. I do it. I do love it.
It's not my thing, but I also get that you love it. Let's run down the score a little bit. So the final score was 6-5 in overtime.
Yeah.
Trackety battled back with 3 goals in the third period to tie the game, and then Shippagan broke all their hearts really quick in overtime. I think 18 seconds in.
Yeah, 18 seconds in.
That's a rough one. So some of the goal scorers, we had the normal cast of goal scorers you'd expect from Trackety and Shippagan. You had the Bezos and Luke Williams on there, Jan Toth on there for Shippagan. Trackety, you had, Mazdrol, Frederic Landry, Frederic Landry scored for Shippagan. You had Alex Savoie, Marc-Antoine Mazdrol, another goal by Alex Savoie. Normal stuff. For both teams, it was a very rough game. Yep. I wasn't in the building. I only watched the stream. Tell me about your takes from the game.
We've always talked about rivalries in the BSHL. And we've talked about Bucktouche and LC. We've talked about LC and Miramichi. I think the most entertaining rivalry is Shippagan and Trackady because the crowd was split.
Yep.
And Shippagan has this PA guy who tries to lively up the crowd. Go, Marchand, go, go, Marchand, go. And then he's
all right. The guy does a really good job.
Oh, yeah. The Trackady fans started making fun of him. So when Trackady would score, they would start going, woo! All right.
You could hear it on the stream sometimes if they were doing it like during his announcement. It was good.
Yeah, it was the funniest thing ever. I thought it was you could feel the hatred between these two teams.
I just want to make a note right now that last episode or a couple episodes ago, my cat was making an appearance. Tonight, your dog's making an appearance. This is a pet friendly podcast, folks. So yeah, no, the stream was phenomenal. The quality was great. So I got to see most of it. Man, that overtime goal was beautiful. That goal. Okay, let's talk about the non-goal where it looked like it went in the net, maybe. We're not really sure. The angles that we had didn't show anything. If it wasn't in the net, it was on the line. It was damn close.
It was on the line for sure. This is in the NHL. We don't have instant replay. The thing is, it looked to be in the net. Yeah. We had the perfect angle. There is also something as the post being in the way.
Yeah.
So the post was just in the way. There was a couple of good old boys from Shippagan around me that really wanted to see this, and it's inconclusive. You have to go with the referee's discretion there, and it's a no-goal. Didn't matter. Shippagan did win. It was in overtime, but that one was a really, really, really close one.
There was also a save where it went through Charles Austin's 5-hole, but he had slid out of the crease, so it went through his 5-hole to the side of the net and behind the net. I mean, and it happened in like extreme slow-mo for me watching it. And I was like, oh, why? And then it did not go in. It was such an exciting game. The environment must have been amazing because it was loud.
Oh, yeah. There's just, it's like I said, there's something about the Battle of La Péninsule. There's something about that rivalry that really opened my eyes because Trackady really made it a point to like try and get under Shippagan's skin. And I'm talking the fans here. Going after their PA guy. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that the PA guy like didn't announce like half of the Trackady goals because he was like, nah.
That's funny. Their PA guy also does some stuff for them on social media. He's funny. He's a nice guy. He's energetic.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of what he does. I'm a fan of the the social media stuff, it's different. And his announcing is different. Is he the best announcer in the league? Maybe. There's a lot of really good announcers in the league.
Yeah, it's possible.
I can tell you the best announcer in the league isn't in Spring Hill, and that's nothing against their announcer. It's that their PA system sucks so bad that you can't hear the announcer. The announcer could be Michael Buffer, and it would be all lost because you wouldn't hear a darn thing.
Michael Buffer. Is he still alive?
I think so. I just took a drink of hot chocolate and it was really good. That's a side note, but I've got a really important question to ask you about last night.
All right.
What did you eat?
The burgers.
Okay.
They were good.
Cheeseburger?
The cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Doketown still wins.
The Doketown still wins? Okay. Did you get fried onions on it or no?
No. Didn't even think about asking that.
Because that can be a game changer. Who knows? They do have really good burgers in Shippagan, though.
They do. They were really good. Doketown, I don't think the fried onions would have done much. I think it's the patties in Doketown, though. It feels...
Maybe they're made with love.
Maybe they're made... Hey, that lady from Doketown is a really fantastic lady, and I'm sure she makes her food with lots of love. So, absolutely. Doketown for the win.
After that Shippagan game, let's first get into... So, last Wednesday, I had a fan reach out to me with just a message. Very nice guy. His name's Jim. And he just shot me a message. He's a Northman fan, listens to the podcast, and he wanted me to, just mention how proud he is of how the Northmen are playing and how he's a big Milson fan. So, thanks for messaging, Jim. I appreciate that. And Mark McGraw met us in Miramichi. He's been a supporter of the podcast.
Yeah.
Likes everything that we do, shares a lot of stuff that we do. Really one of our top supporters. And it was nice to finally put a face behind the name.
A very tall man made me feel very short.
Well, you're really short, though.
What's funny
he was average height.
No, well, he was pretty tall.
He was average. He was pretty tall. Actually on the short end of average, but you're just really short.
Yeah, well. Anyway, he started asking me like who's winning the Rumble. So I figured immediately, he watches Wrestling with the Bros too. And he's like, no, I know. I just heard you mention that on the podcast. So he listens carefully to what we say.
Yeah, he listens to the podcast. He's a good dude. And you talk a lot about wrestling here.
Yeah, I love wrestling. Yeah. Hockey and wrestling are my two favorite things in the world. I met another fan yesterday at the end of the game. Didn't get his last name, but Cleo.
He's a Trackety fan, you said.
Trackety fan. He said he was a fan for a while, and he thought he'd see us at one of those games, and happened to see him, shook his hand, was a really, really nice guy. I even said, be listening. I'm going to shout you out, bud.
There you go. So shout out to Cleo. Yeah, I've got a lot of cool supporters. We're meeting a lot of people. Talking about supporters of the podcast, I had a donair pizza from Chigs tonight, and I'd never had it before.
Bastard.
I know.
You haven't had it?
I've never had the donair pizza.
I had it.
Congrats. I've had a lot of the barbecue chicken.
Oh, that's
and
nice. Then
I fell in love with that pepperoni. They've got a good pepperoni. Their meat lovers is really good. Their works is good. And I've just never had a donair pizza. But then you guys went to Dalhousie on the weekend, and my mother brought me back a donair pizza. And I was like, this is awesome. Thank you. And I think I only have one other pizza left. So I was like, that's great. So today, feeling a little under the weather, not 100% for sure. So just threw a Chigs pizza in the oven. So easy. And so much better than any other frozen pizza you're going to get anywhere else. And This pizza might be my favorite that I've had from there so far. I told Grace, I'm like, that's one of my favorite pizzas I've had anywhere. Papa John's every now and then has this like specialty pizza called like the Shack something. It's like an 18-inch New York crust pepperoni with extra cheese. Dude, it is so good. I love a pepperoni pizza, and it's a Shackaroni. Shackaroni from Papa John's, man, I will smash half of that sucker, and it's a good pizza. And then tonight I'm eating that, and I'm like, man, like I think they do their own donair sauce, and the donair sauce is kind of thick. It's a damn good pizza. Like that might be the best pizza that I've had from them so far. So shout out to both. Shout out to Chigs. What do you feel about it?
A barbecue chicken.
Yeah, you're just a barbecue chicken guy.
Yeah, and Travis told me drizzle some ranch on it. You need to try that.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet. I'll do that. But man, that donair pizza you can't be sleeping on that sucker.
Big shout out to Travis. What a great guy.
Yeah, huge supporter, man. He always listens. And
he texted me while when the Trakadi tied the game.
Did he tell you were doing a shitty job?
No, he was pretty kind.
He's nice.
He's always nice. He's
nice than I am.
Yeah, you were like, hey, unmute.
Stop it up. I don't know if I said stupid. I don't even know if I said
like
unmute.
Stupid. You're like,
I was enjoying being in the chat last night.
Ladies and gentlemen, he said, if you weren't my friend, I'd fire you.
Oh, I don't think I said that. That's
no,
ridiculous.
He did not.
Fake news right there. Yeah, I enjoyed being in the chat. I know Jason Babin was in there and some other guys, and yeah, it was just fun to be in the chat. I've never not been at the game, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm waiting to see it on YouTube again if it's going to be there.
Oh, I haven't made that available yet.
No, you have not.
Thank you for reminding me. I got to flip that to public. Okay, cool. I've got to flip that public, and there's also another thing in there where I can like make clips if I'm watching. Yeah. So I was able to like clip that near goal that went behind Austin, the one that went 5-hole and slid behind the net. I was able to clip the overtime goal. So I think that's pretty cool. There's a lot of functionality on YouTube that I kind of like. So
I love it too.
So we were talking about last weekend. It's over now. We have a lot of tied series and a couple that are 2-0.
I think it's 2 that are tied, 2 that are 2-0.
Yeah, so Miramichi's up 2-0, Shippagan's up 2-0, and then the other 2 series are tied at 1-1. And
that's right.
Very exciting. So let's get into the schedule for this weekend. I've got it here right in front of me. So Friday is this is a busy weekend again. Friday we have Elspuktuk making the trip to River Valley at 8 p.m. Prospect Place. We have Shippagan in Tracadie at 8 p.m. and then we have Spring Hill in Miramichi at the Civic. Really good games. The 2 of those teams are up 2-0, so maybe they'll put the stranglehold on and really make the game 4 extremely important. I'm going to be curious to see the outcomes of those games. Not sure yet where we're going or what we're doing. We'll figure it out on Friday. Saturday, we have Bucktouche in Dalhousie and Miramichi in Spring Hill. If we can, we're going to be making the trip to Spring Hill. We haven't been there yet in the playoffs, so I'm craving a donair burger, so we'll make that happen. Weather pending and illness pending. Corey's a little bit under the weather. Cheryl's a little bit under the weather. My mother's a little bit under the weather.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes, but that's the plan for Saturday. Sunday, 2 games. We have River Valley in Elspuktuk and Tracadie in Shippagan. Still not decided what we're going to do. Probably going to get to that. Somebody's going to get to that LC game for sure. Then Monday, we only have 1 game. Dalhousie in Bucktouche at 7:45 at the J.K. Irving Arena. Everybody's going to be there.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I can't wait. I'm hoping I'm feeling better. I started feeling a little sick yesterday. And
on the drive to Shippagan, right?
On the drive to Shippagan, and I was like, maybe it's my allergies because I have bad allergies.
You're allergic to Cheryl.
Yeah, that's what it is.
All right.
So we this morning I wake up and I'm just like not feeling good at all. My face is all swelled up. I have bad sinus infections when I get sick. And my mom was telling me that my face had gotten fat yesterday. She didn't say it that mean, but she was like, "Oh, your face like chubbed up a little bit." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck." And this morning started blowing stuff out of my nose that was
this is some graphic. This is getting graphic.
Yeah.
My God, save it for
you knew what you were signing up for.
So you're sick. Cheryl's got some weird, probably about the same thing as you. You guys have been to a lot of the same games. So if you caught it on the road, that's where you caught it. And my mom's a little bit under the weather as well. So we'll see who's getting to where. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. Whoever gets to a game will stream the game so the rest can watch at home. I think that's going to be the plan
Tracy's
for sure.
Your best option.
Yeah, Tracy's going to be going to games alone this weekend. Have a good one. Eat the burger. We love you. Yeah, no, we'll see. We'll get to some games for sure. Somebody will get some games.
That's the next T-shirt. Eat the burger.
Eat the burger. It depends where you go. You go to Miramichi, get the damn hot dog. It's a darn good hot dog.
Yeah.
Burger, not so great. Hot dog, phenomenal. Poutine, also good. So I got some messages, and I got corrected on something. I had said that Simpson played high school. He actually only played junior C.
Ooh.
So when you think about this kid that played junior C, and apparently a phenomenal junior C team that he played on, I believe that with that guy is just so good. To go from there to playing the caliber that he's playing, like this kid's phenomenal, man. He's so good in net. So shout out to Simpson again. We're big fans, obviously. Monday, there's only one game. I think we're all going to get to it. And funny enough, the next day is my mom's birthday.
Oh my God, Mama Roby Show's birthday.
The podcast mom's birthday is on Tuesday. So we'll do something special and make sure that, I don't know. Maybe we've got some connections that'll shout out her birthday over the PA, and then she'll kill you. Not me. She loves me. She'll kill you. She'll blame you. Yeah.
Jeez. And I thought she loved me.
Tracy. She does love you, but none of that. You didn't. I mean, I'm her son. I'm her baby boy. And the other
I finally saw a picture of you with hair, by the way.
Oh, I must have been 3.
You were around 3.
Was it the picture of me in the little suit when I was the groomsman?
It was your sister's first communion, I think.
Was she crying?
No, you were there.
Which is enough to make her cry. There was one picture of her. I think it's from like a Christmas or something, and I'm there, and I'm just tiny. I'm like maybe 2, wearing this little blue and red striped shirt, and I was adorable. And Cheryl's standing there, just bawling in the picture, like crying, like she just got the worst news ever. And I'm just standing there looking around like, I don't know, I'm pretty good, man. Like, I'm happy. I have my little Velcro shoes on. That's all I remember. I remember the shirt, and I remember the Velcro shoes. I was styling.
You know what's funny? I don't remember which game it was. Your mom was there. I remember this. And your mom, something happened, and she started laughing.
Okay.
And it was the Corey cackle. It was the Corey cackle. I was like, it's bizarre. Same face, same everything. The head going back. I laughed at her laughing because I was like, it's the Corey cackle.
Man, hashtag Corey cackle. That's yeah. So people ask why we're not making predictions.
Yeah, they asked that.
Why aren't we making predictions? Because you won and I don't like it, so I don't want to make any more predictions. No, that's not really it.
We really want to have a good relationship with all the teams.
It's really hard to say, hey, this is the team that's going to lose.
Yeah.
Can I have an interview next week?
Yeah. It's something fun, but it's something that can be hurtful.
It can be polarizing a little. Yep.
Yeah. So just to make everything fair, we're not doing it. Apologize, but this podcast is important to both of us, and the relationship with these teams are extremely important to us.
Do you know who I think is going to win this weekend, though?
I don't know.
The fans.
The fans will win.
That's my prediction, that the fans are going to win.
And that is the prediction for the rest of the season. The fans will win. The
fans will win. And some fans of some teams are going to be a lot happier than other teams.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm sure some people don't mind, but I really don't want to ruffle any feathers.
And you say you're ruffling feathers because, man, if I picked the team that I didn't pick was like, sweet, we are winning this weekend. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah. But yeah, that those are the reasons.
Fair. I echo those sentiments and I agree completely. This hot chocolate's really good.
Your mom bought me a hot chocolate last night.
It's nice of her. She's so kind.
She is.
She's a lot nicer than I am or Cheryl. Definitely nicer than Cheryl.
She's definitely nicer than Cheryl. You've been good to me. You've been good to me. I'm kidding, Cheryl. Cheryl's a sweetheart. Her walking into dressing rooms, looking at the Hawks.
That's Jesus. I really wish I knew which player was laying on the ground stretching. That's what I really wish I knew.
We can fantasy book. Let's just say it was Let's say it was Elijah
It was
Francis.
Elijah. Oh, I was going to say Elijah Francis.
I had
That's
to be
weird.
him.
So what game are you most looking forward to seeing this weekend out of all the games that we're going to get to or try to get to, illness and weather pending? What one game do you hope we not miss?
Monday in Baktouche.
I think I'm the same way. Baktouche played so well.
For the reasons of, if Baktouche, it doesn't even matter what happens on Saturday, I believe they're playing, right? Or Friday? It's Saturday, right? What is Baktouche going to look like at home again?
Yeah.
Because they looked like world beaters that day. They gave up 2 goals. They had to go to overtime, but they found a way to win. Yeah. That is, to me, the most surprising thing, and I'm intrigued in that.
I'd like to try to find my way back to Shippagan or Trackety. I'd like to see a game from that series in person. So I'm hoping that doesn't get to that's not a 4-0 and I miss it completely, or I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see. This weekend I think could be a little bit lighter on games for us. I'm not sure. Yeah. My gut's telling me people are under the weather. It might end up spreading. We'll hope for the best, but yeah. I'm a positive person. I'm sure Friday will come and I'll be like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to Miramichi tonight, and then we'll go from there. But I don't know. We'll play it out. We'll see what happens. If we're not there, hopefully someone else is streaming.
Hopefully.
We love a good stream. And you know what? Shout out to all the teams for allowing us and even encouraging us to stream. That's a big thing. We could be cutting into their revenue at the gate a little bit. Although if you're watching the stream and not going to a game, if you're not going to a game because you can't make it or something's up or whatever, that happens. But if you're like, oh, I don't have to go to the game tonight because the boys are streaming it, man, I don't know. I could never make that decision. I would never stay home and miss a game to watch it on TV.
Here's something that every time I get, like, I wear my BSHL hoodie, and I got my phone in my right hand and a stack of BSHL cards in my left hand. So when somebody walks up to me, he's like, what are you guys, like, you guys are streaming or whatever? Instead of playing 20 questions, I just hand them the card. They look at it. Then all of a sudden, like maybe 10, 15 minutes later, they're like, oh, my buddy from Vancouver, my buddy from here, my buddy from there is watching the game.
Cool.
So, it's one of those things where we're reaching people. Like, these guys are talking to their buddies about these games, and they're like, here, I can show you exactly what I'm talking about.
It's also cool because a lot of those people that I know, we had somebody on there the other day from Manitoba, and they're originally from Miramichi. So they get to watch the Miramichi games. It was that Miramichi game against Elsie that you streamed. Because normally Roxanne streams and she does a great job, so we leave it to her. But it was a game that you streamed. It was that Miramichi Elsie game, and somebody was from Manitoba, and they were like, "Yeah, we'd love the stream, so it lets us connect with back home a little bit." So that's pretty cool. We've got a lot of people watching in every province and a bunch of states and UK. China guy's not watching anymore, so either he turned off his VPN, and he wasn't originally actually from China. That's my suspicion, or he just got tired of our shit.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned how it reaches people. With my other project, the Maritime Warrior, shout out to my friends Jessica and her boyfriend Buddha, who's another one of my best friends. They're both excellent people. They're from the Peninsula. Jessica's originally from Rishibaktu, but they were listening to my videos on the Maritime Warrior. And she was like, it's funny how I listen to you talk and it's like we're in my living room again. This is so you. It's like you're just talking to me about wrestling. I could close my eyes. I could swear you're there. So it's funny how we're connecting with people. Like you said, they're from Miramichi. We're connecting to them through that. So
yeah, it's pretty cool. Love the community, love the reach of different people, and I love this league. This has been an amazing season, one of the best seasons of senior hockey, and I have a feeling the best is yet to come.
I love to hear that because I believe you are right, my friend.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of good hockey in the next few months, or next couple months, I guess. Because I mean, it's crazy to think that by Monday, over half of the first round will be done.
This weekend, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but there are 2 series that could potentially be over by the end of this weekend.
Yep. By the end of Sunday night, we could have 2 teams eliminated, which would be would kind of suck a little. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that they go 5 or 6. So
yeah. Do you think one team gets swept though? Do you think that the odds that at least one gets swept? No.
I think Spring Hill's got a phenomenal team. I think Miramichi's been playing amazing, but I think Spring Hill's got a great team. They're gonna play hard this weekend. They're gonna get a little make this a little more a little tighter. And I think the same thing for Trackety. I think Trackety is extremely talented. Shippagan's playing the best hockey of the season, and that's not an understatement.
They're playing. Chris Doyle was not there yesterday.
Chris Doyle wasn't there, and neither was the other PEI guy, Bulger. Yeah,
Bulger.
Neither of them were there. But Shippagan came out, man. They played well. That was an exciting game, though. Holy,
it was.
Like that's why people, if you're listening to this and you're questioning whether you should or you shouldn't go to a game, that game, Trackety was down by 3 goals going into the third period, scored 3 goals, 2 of them within like a couple minutes to tie the game, force overtime, and then Shippagan comes back and wins it seconds into overtime. It was so exciting. It was so much fun, and I wasn't there. I was so jealous. Ricky was actually texting me. He's like, man, I wish I was there right now as I was going to overtime, because it's like, that's a hockey game right there. That's perfect. So this
and you have that rivalry too.
Yep. This weekend, if you're on the fence about getting to a game wherever you're from, get out there, get to the game, have some fun. And, happy about this league, happy with how this is going. Corey, that's all we've got for this episode. I just stubbed my toe. That hurt really bad. Whoo, man, I saw stars. I saw stars when I stubbed my toe right there. I'd like to thank Corey's. I'd like to thank Corey's dog for making an appearance in this episode. Always a pleasure.
I will let her know.
Yeah, Maggie's a good girl. And Corey, it's the end of the episode. We'll talk to you soon.
Take care.